Hello and welcome back to another episode of Westworld. I'm Madam Arm and today I will be reacting to Season 1, Episode 6, titled Trompe L'Oeil. Trompe L'Oeil. It's a French phrase that means to deceive the eye. It's often used to describe that art style that gives the illusion of taking up more space than it actually does. Kind of like the idea of making a painting seem like it has multi-dimensions and look more real despite being on a 2D surface. I do remember that phrase being in an art history class, but it's been a while, so unfortunately I didn't remember it when I saw it come up. I did know the phrase was French based off the spelling and the apostrophe though, but I did have to look that up just so I wasn't butchering things when I introduced this episode. I do want to say that hopefully by the time I have this episode up on YouTube, I'll be able to properly advertise my Patreon. I have some videos on there that I just need to make sure I have the sound up on them and have them properly edited while still being the full reactions. If anyone wants to, I know it can be a lot to ask to have people subscribe to a Patreon, but at the same time, that would actually help me out a lot and help me get out things quicker without having to worry about extra money instead of working on my hobby, I guess. So if anyone wants to, and if I have it up, I'll have it in the link, a link to it in the description. And one of the perks would be to get full reactions. But I also wanted to make sure, because I did make Patreon a while ago, before I'd started advertising it, I wanted to make sure that I had reactions that still had a substantial amount more to them. Like you actually got extra comments and commentary, and it wasn't just me sitting there for long lengths of time, which you might still get that, but hey, you'll get extra facial expressions or whatever, but some extra smart comments and silly things that I might say along the way will be in there. Plus some other perks that I'm coming up with. If anyone wants to do that, maybe you'll want to wait and see more content from me, but that's just a suggestion, and I will end the intro now because I know my last two videos have had very, very long ones and they have taken up most of the time. So, without further ado, here we go.
It isn't even me.
Hey, you're perfect.
Oh, you can tell he's smart like his dad.
I promise you. Now, let's skip to something fun. Charlie.
What a nightmare. A thing to relive.
I told him if you wanted a trophy, I could cut a piece of him off and let him fish for them in the Olvida.
Oh.
And did this exchange make you question anything about your world?
No.
That
This
sounded
world is
very...
as doomed as ever.
No.
Supposed to give me a hand on something.
No, according to the system, she started her leave today. Is there something I can help you with?
No thanks.
Red flag, red flag, red flag. She would not be taking her days off or taking a vacation when she was working on that, and she just started.
We're in Ghost Nation territory. Savage tribe there is. Those are the folks that came calling without an invitation.
Ooh.
I mean exactly what we're doing right now.
Skulls?
Trains, you on the way.
You want to watch Westworld with me, Asta? No, you want to go explore the world. Knock things over. Let's watch Westworld. Ooh. What's that sound? Yours is a goofball. Alright, let's go. Don't make too much eye contact. Look down. don't be suspicious or
You
think
wanted to
you're
see me.
suspicious of
Is
her.
everything okay?
To their work as they have to second-guessing my team's investigation.
That's all over.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think she wants to be part of this, but who knows? Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, I thought
Ooh,
you requested me.
okay.
My mistake.
I did. Come in.
You have no qualms about just
Get
answering
back
the door
here.
naked.
Can I bum a
Just the
cigarette?
guy in the background. Just hanging out there. Let's have our business meeting with some casual BDSM.
Why would we need you to secure all of it?
Because you're going to fire him.
If the board arrives, we're on course for that transition.
Your eyes are she looks psycho.
Okay?
The eyes.
I like you. Well, not personally, but I like you for this job, which is why I'm gonna give you another chance to get a handle on
I
this
don't think I
particular
like you at
bitch
all,
of a
Charlotte.
situation.
Are you going to do something to Maeve? I mean, she could be a good example of how dangerous they can be. She used that scalpel the last episode. Okay.
What are these nightmares you have about? Do you have a dream
Go
of
off
someone else?
script.
Then I can have whatever life I want. I'm gonna get
No,
my
you
family in the
can't.
desert. We're gonna go somewhere.
Till you get reprogrammed to something else, but then that's not the same.
Someday.
You can't. You can't have the life you want. Ooh. It didn't affect Maeve, and what did Miss Pennyfeather do?
What is it you're looking for?
A good
She's
question.
right. You could have.
She's Logan's sister.
And when I get home, we're getting married.
And I kissed you.
In which I can be truly alive.
No. Go back to pretending, but you're instead willing to give that up for something that's literally false. And I like Dolores, but she's not real. You've just met her. This story that you can craft for yourself is still a story. It's still pretend. It must be like the rush of it all or something.
Not much of a ride on you.
Oh! Oh. 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 Go, my goodness.
Freeze all motor functions.
Oh.
Memories is that the host will remember some of their experiences. And
Like, are you believing this?
Low, but this level of negligence is fucking breathtaking. We are way beyond rollback territory.
Oh, it's
In the
breathtaking.
next
As
6
in,
months,
you're
we need to rebuild the
actually a
house.
little impressed. Ugh.
Reveals your deepest self. It shows you who you really are.
In a way, but also maybe you're having a
Look
bit of a
Logan's face when you
pretentious
let him
moment.
lie. You've unlocked something in me.
She's not a real woman, though.
Not a kid.
he, William? Just me?
Okay, I do have to say, as much as I've been a proponent for treating the hosts nicely, and I have a problem with just being like, well, they're not real, so I'm going to do whatever I want. And I do like them as characters, but at the same time, she's still not a real woman, and even if she was, he really doesn't know that much about her. He's met her in a matter of days. It's been not that much talk, at least that we've seen. Maybe they're talking a lot during other scenes, but also it's like your entire life you're like, oh, how can I go back to that? And it feels so unreal when this isn't real either, and you don't know her. Okay, that's my soapbox for a second. Oh. Jeez Louise. Oh! They ducked and covered. Oh.
Back to ghost, motherfuckers.
Oh. What the heck? Make sure to duck going under those branches. Don't accidentally shoot Dolores. Or she can handle herself. Oh! Okay, now it's your chance to escape.
How about you? You got a knack for killing.
I'm afraid this is where we part ways.
Can we have the horses, though? Never fails.
Why not close up?
We can't. Brass will be there.
You don't want to fuck with my feelings.
Mm.
Take me there now.
She didn't get dressed. Nobody notices that he's just standing there with her. And nobody... Oh, he must have her out for a reason. Clementine.
Parent, from a technical perspective, clumsy to the point of making me embarrassed for you.
Embarrassed?
Ooh.
If I saw through it, I can only imagine what Ford was thinking. There are glaringly obvious markers of human intervention in the code. If your programmers were any good, they'd be working you first.
Look, I didn't want to retire her.
Survivor.
She's gonna get out of there.
I'm getting out of here. You two are going to help me.
I don't doubt it. Come on.
Thought I could trust you, for instance.
I'm not going to explain myself to you.
Sure, you were the only one that was stealing it.
Devos owns the host mines. The store.
Move them.
What's behind this door?
Yeah, since he knows you know about them.
What door?
Door that's in front of her.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
You're a fucking monster.
Am I? You were the one who would so blithely destroy all of them. Even him, I suppose. After everything you have shared.
What?
Is that why?
Bernard was glad of the company.
I'm not one. I can't be. My wife.
To attract a mate. All of art literature, Beethoven, Mozart, William Shakespeare, Michelangelo, and the consciousness is a burden, a weight.
I can't
and we
believe
have
it.
spared them that. Our arrangement
Gosh,
is
I can't believe
too valuable to them. They test
Can't
me every now and
believe
then.
this.
I think
Oh my
they
God.
enjoy the sport of it.
Oh, God. Oh, Teresa. about we just say, agree to disagree?
No.
No.
Didn't that sleep?
Oh my god! Oh, Teresa. Oh god. There's lots of things you could have grabbed to, like, fend for yourself, though. Oh. Jeez. Okay, well, I didn't see that coming. Was I supposed to have? Or were there things that I was supposed to pick up on and I didn't get? Because, you know, it seemed like he was also suspicious of Ford because then he went out and he found him in the cabin and he explained those things to him when we watched it. We watched him explain his secret to Bernard, and he told him to come out there to tell his secret, other than what, to trick the audience? I'm kind of confused as to how that would actually make sense in the story. But okay. Yeah, Bernard is a host, an AI, whatever. He's not real. Am I still right about Ford, though? Is he also a robot? I'm probably wrong, and it's probably just because he's got the young version of himself or whatever. But anyway, cool. I didn't see that coming, and I feel like a fool, but probably shouldn't, because I'm also questioning how why certain things happened then. Alrighty. Well, I hope Maeve thinks it out alright. And I hope Dolores and William figure things out. We didn't see any Teddy or the Man in Black this episode. Just as we didn't see any Dolores and William last episode. But eventually they'll meet in the middle, and Teddy, who's trying to be her valiant saver, can find out that cheating William is with her. I don't. I don't even know what to say. I would say that I think this episode's title, Trompe L'Oeil, is fitting because it's supposed to make things take up more space and look more realistic than it actually is. And I guess there's the illusion of things having more dimensions than they actually do, which would probably be Bernard, because I thought he was a real person. And there's more dimensions to what Ford is pulling off than it was before. And I mean, I sympathize with him that he wanted to tell his stories and not have all this corporate mumbo jumbo in there, but he also just killed someone, so I'm not sure how I'm feeling towards that. And who is scratching at my door? Yeah. Are you confused too, baby? You didn't see it coming either, did you? Yeah, so I don't even fully know how to process all of that, so um I think Trompe L'Oeil also I think Trompe L'Oeil can also Trompe L'Oeil can also speak volumes to William's situation as maybe seeing more layers than there actually are, to his enlightenment there. And I mean, I think it can make you realize things about yourself, but it doesn't completely disregard the idea of baser instincts there. I'm glad he's having fun. I'm glad he has respect for Dolores, but at the same time, I don't know if what he does is something I agree with. What he's doing is something I agree with. But I don't know, maybe they'll like show his Juliet in the real world and she's like a raging you know what, and so we're like, okay, good, leave her or something. Like she sucks as bad as Logan or something, I don't know. But also I feel like almost a lot of this is like a reverse of that visual style, in which there's actually are more layers than we'd think. Yeah, my head's spinning. And Teresa's dead now. Unless she survives a head injury that terrible. Are you gonna do the same to Charlotte, since, you know, she's mastermind behind this? I feel like maybe I've seen Tessa Thompson's name on this more, so of course, yeah, she gets to stay. Charlotte's not nice. And I feel like Teresa did do things in the best interest that she believed she was doing them in. I don't think she had ill intent. But of course she pays the price for it. I don't know why we can't all just get along. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a big wealth of insight at the moment, because I'm still like thrown for a loop for this one, so boy. Okay. Well, my next Westworld reaction will be to episode 8, called Trace Decay. So, until next time, I'm either totally oblivious for not figuring things out, or I'm extremely relatable, but I am always Madame Arm, and I'll see you next time.